Alright folks, what we have here is pretty much a what you see is what you get kind of car. This is just going to be cheap transportation for somebody. But interestingly enough, you're actually going to get quite a lot of luxury along with that cheapness. This is a 2000 model year Hyundai Sonata GLS. It has the V6 engine, leather interior as you can see. It has 153,958 miles, which if you think about it, for a 2000 model year is not that high on the mileage. Loaded with equipment. Let's start with the roof. How does this work? Open. Alright, it does have the power moonroof or sunroof or whatever you want to call it. As you can see, open, close, no problem. And it even has the shield here. Alright, let's do our windows. Right rear, up or down, up. Right front, down, up, no problem. Come around to this side, down, up, no problem. And that one down and up. Okay, now, there are a bunch of little issues with this car, and I'm going to try to go through every single one of them so you're aware. First of all, yes, there is an airbag light on. It comes and it goes, so I don't know what it is. Honestly, I'm just going to be selling this car so cheap, I didn't even bother to have it fixed, so it is what it is. Okay, the radio. Missing the knob, but it looks like that's on. Okay, so the radio does work. It's got a CD player and a cassette player. I have no idea if either of those work. Why? I don't own any of them. Okay, just so you know, when I bought this car, the air conditioner was ice cold. Since I've had it for about the last month and a half, it's gotten a little warmer, a little warmer, a little warmer, and now it's blowing out pretty warm. So here's the thing, it probably has a slow leak. I mean, it's vaguely cool now, but I look at it this way. We're going into September, air conditioning season's over. If I were you, wouldn't mess with it, wait till next year, and then just have them throw sealer in it, charge it up, and you're going to be good to go for the summer. Okay, you've got, horn, does work. Let's check the wipers. There we go. People like that. Looks like you're going to need to replace a wiper. Oh, it's missing, as you can see, a visor right there. Like I said, it's all a bunch of stupid little stuff, but, you know, it adds up. Condition-wise, not that bad. There you go. You can see even where your arm goes, it's not in horrible shape. You know, it's a little worn there. The seats actually look to be in very nice shape. All right, let's go check out the rest of the car. As you can see, the floor, it's okay. It's got some stains I couldn't get out. No floor mats. Power mirrors. Let's do those too. I gotta check that. Left mirror. Yeah, that works. Right mirror. Down and up, in and out. Yep, yeah, that mirror works too. All right, very good. The one thing I can say about this car, even with all its tiny little faults and everything, it actually does run really good. All right. Here's your driver's floor. As you can see, it's not beautiful. No floor mat. Driver's seat. As you can see. Oh, look at this. It even has side airbags there. Little stain there. You know, little wear and tear there. You know, that sort of thing. But not bad. Oh, look. It is a power seat. And as you can see, power seat works just as it should. There's your back. But the buttons are missing a little thingy here. So you just do it that way. Whoop-de-doo. You know? Oh, yeah, a little wear there. Okay. Let's come out and let's see what I always do. The tires next. All right, left front tire. I'm going to give that about 55-60% tread on a Hyundai aluminum alloy wheel. Right rear tire. Oh, that's actually better. That's probably more like 80% of the tread left. All right, let's come around to this side. Right rear tire. Yep, just like the other side, about 80% of the tread left. And right front tire. Yeah, it's probably about 65-70% like the other side. Okay. Here's the only issue, really, with the car that you're going to want to pay attention to, and that's this. All right, now this was my fault. I stupidly bought this car, and it was pulled in forwards, and I never noticed this, believe it or not, until after I bought it. Okay, so what happened is I paid too much money for the car because I didn't know it had this damage, and unfortunately, it's not worth fixing, because then if I fix that, guess what? I can't sell it to you because I own it for too much money. So, looks to me like you're going to need probably a fender, a headlight assembly, and you could pop that bumper out and you're good to go. You probably get a used silver fender for about $100, a headlight assembly for maybe $50, If you're clever with tools, you could put it on, or you have somebody else do it. Of course, the roof, you know, the hood has a little ding too, but that's not anything to worry about. It does all close and everything, so everything lines up, so you're good there. All right, coming down the side, other than some of the paint flaking off on the molding, this door actually looks pretty nice. All right, going and looking around in the door jamb. As you can see, it looks very nice and clean. Going around the door itself. Now, if there's going to be a problem with rust, it almost always starts right here. But as you can see on this one, very nice and clean. Okay, come back here. Oh, here's your back seat. Oh, yep, SRS airbag on this side too, as you can see. Back seat looks very, very clean, hardly ever worn. Nice leather. As you can see, you know, pretty nice condition. Here's your door jamb. There. And we'll do your door. And we'll check and see. Yeah, I'm telling you, I don't see any rust whatsoever on this baby. Oh, let me do the roof too here for you. At least this side. A little bit of a scrape there, no big deal. A little scratch there. But other than that, no dents, no problems right there. This door itself, I see one little ding in it, and that's about it. Rear quarter. Okay, looks like we have a tiny, tiny little spot right there, which quite frankly, on a 2000 Hyundai, that's amazing that's all it's got. Rear bumper. This is a typical city car, just so you guys know. I got this from Jersey City, and pretty much every car I get from there has the bumper that looks like that. Sorry about that, but that's the way it goes, but I also get the cars cheaper because of it. Ooh, look at this. Looks like you got a jack, you got your star wrench, your spare tire, so you're good to go there. All right, let me put my plate in here and slam the trunk. Oops, that didn't work out too good. Here, you know what? I'll just put the plate in the, what do you call it? In the dashboard. Okay, as I said, Hyundai Sonata GLS V6. The trunk itself, actually, very nice shape. All right, coming down the quarter. Oh, looks like the power antenna. Probably could use one of those. This quarter panel looks to be very good shape. I see a little ding right there in the hood, in the thing. Remember, folks, we are talking about a 14-year-old car here. It's not going to be brand new. All right, looks like a little bit of paint coming off the handle and the molding. A couple little scratches, a couple little dings, nothing major. Again, let's do the door jamb. I mean, with the exception of damage in the right front, this is actually a sharp looking little car. All right, and again, no rust. Oh, here, you know what I like to do? Also, let me come back here and do this. Oops, sorry, that was right in the exhaust. And that way you can just get a glance at what it looks like underneath. I don't know if that helps anybody or not, but people seem to like it when I do that. Okay, and let's move on to the driver's door. Here's the door jamb. There you go. And let's do the door itself. And there you have it. See, that's what I'm saying. Just nice, just, tiniest little bit right there. So yeah, overall, I would say this exterior is pretty darn nice on this car, actually. You know, from the, rusty standpoint, that is. You know, obviously, that other stuff. Oh! Here, let me close the door. Yep, same thing with the molding. If you want, you can replace that molding. But you know what? You're buying this car as a cheap, run-around car. You really don't want to throw a lot of money into it. So I would just leave the moldings alone, but that's up to you. Looks like there's a tiny little chip in the window there. But look at this. It's got a good New Jersey State inspection sticker until July of 2014. All right, left front fender looks to be okay. And the front of the car, well, we've already kind of discussed that side, but as you can see this side, it's got its nicks, its scratches. Let's take a look down here underneath. Alright, now Hyundai V6 engine. Let me see where I can rev this thing up so you can hear it. Oh, look at this. It looks like it had some kind of aftermarket alarm. I have no idea if that's still hooked up. There, as you can hear, there's no valve tap, nothing to worry about on this car at all. All right. Come on, I can't get this to... I actually have to drive this car. It hasn't been driven in quite some time. All right, so did look like a little bit of smoke did come out of the exhaust. I gotta be honest. You know, I could probably try to fake you guys out, but I would not do that. But then again, you guys have to understand something. This car probably has sat now for about 2 months. So any car I have, I don't care if it's a brand new car, you start it up, after 2 months, it's going to have a little bit of smoke. But what I'll do, just to make sure, when we get back from our test drive, I'm going to rev it up again and see. It should be cleared up by then. Okay? Let's go for a ride. All right, folks. Hopefully I can keep my big fat head out of the way. And that way, as we go for a ride, you can see this area, see the speedometer, that sort of thing. I'm going to get my belt buckle here. Got stuck in the seat. I hate when they do this. It's really annoying to me. Alright, there we go, got it. Real easy way to fix that. You just put a piece of tape around the belt and the belt will never slide down there ever again. Okay, let's go. Here, I'm going to turn this air down. Okay, this has, as I said, the V6 engine, 4-speed automatic overdrive transmission. And what I like about this car, which, you know, Hyundais I never really cared for, but they're starting to grow on me a little bit, is the V6 engine and the automatic transmission in this car are very smooth, I have to say. Alright, and away we go. Here we are. Oh, I know what I want to tell you guys too. I have a feeling that airbag light probably has something to do with that little damage on the right front. So it probably needs an airbag sensor as well to get that light out. But that'll be up to you if you decide you want to do it. Here we go. Now, let me roll this window up so you guys can hear how quiet this car is. A little bit of wind noise there. Look at that. Hands off the wheel, going nice and straight down the road. Yeah, I'll tell you, this is something else, this car. Like I said, pretty quiet. I don't know if I have this door shut. Oh, there we go. Now when you shut the door, it's amazing how much quieter it is, actually. And as you saw, no problem getting up to speed. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around here and I'm going to floor it. We'll get back up to speed again. Looks like a directional is out on the left-hand side. I don't know whether that's in the front or in the back, what bulb that is. But when it flashes like that, it means one of the bulbs is out. All right, just letting you guys know, the little details as I can. Right one? Yep, same thing. Well, obviously the right one has a bulb out because there is no bulb. The whole thing is smashed, as you saw. Here we go. Be quiet now. Not bad, 60 miles an hour. That was pretty darn quick. I like that. This car's very responsive. And I gotta tell you, it feels like it handles pretty nicely too. Yeah, I'm gonna be selling this car super, super cheap. So all this little crap that's wrong with it, all that does is help you because it's gonna get you a better price. Now, what we're gonna do is a brake test. All that consists of is me pulling into this vacant lot across the street from my place. I know where there's a loose patch of gravel. I find it, I let go of the wheel, and I slam on the brakes, and we see what happens. What I'd like you to do, though, is pay particular attention to the steering wheel. Like I said, I'm not going to be holding it. Of course, there's somebody parked where I normally do this. That's great. So I'll go a little past him, let go of the wheel, and... Now, if you'll notice, the steering wheel stayed put. Okay, that means that the brakes have good equalization. In other words, all four wheels are grabbing together at the same time properly as they're supposed to. So that's a good thing. All right, let's do a little recap here. This is a 2000 Hyundai Sonata GLS V6. Has a couple of issues, which I told you about. One being the airbag light, which has to do with that little bit of damage in the right front. And just stupid other little things, like, this thing here. Oh, I know what I promised you to do. I said I'd rev it up and see. Yeah, and I don't see any blue smoke coming out this time, so it was as I suspected. It was just because the car had sat around for a while. Okay, which is very typical on these older cars and with the higher mileage. Ask anybody that knows about cars, and they'll tell you I'm telling you the truth. All right, let me grab the camera, and we'll take one more walk around the car. Let me pop this baby off the tripod here, and I apologize in advance for my shaky camera work here. Oh, sorry about that. Okay. So here's basically the breakdown on this car. If you want a very inexpensive car to purchase, a very inexpensive car to keep and maintain, but one that looks halfway decent, has a lot of equipment in it, this would be a good car for you, especially if you need like a nice, commuter car, especially if you commute into the city. This would be a great car for you. Also, this would be a very good car for the new driver, because quite frankly, at the price I'm going to be selling it for, if they happen to have a little fender bender like that, it's not a lot to fix, or you're not going to lose a lot. Like I said, you might have to spend $200 right there to get that fixed, but other than that, you're getting yourself actually a really decent little car. And so as always, I hope somebody that needs a nice, reliable, decent little car for cheap, buy this one. Thanks.